when you walk into the room and you see somebody for the first time and they greet you and yet they don't say anything about your appearance, and then they turn to someone else and say, "Oh my gosh, you look so great today," it really makes you pause and consider, like, what am I doing wrong? And for me, nobody ever told me I look good. Like, I would get dressed in the morning and really feel like bad about myself. And it started to cause me, I almost went into a depression. Like, I really didn't know how to overcome this. And one day I went to the studio and I saw this guy he was dressed so well. And number one, it made me feel even worse about myself because I felt like I couldn't even deserve to stand by him, but I had to. I was forced. They made me stand by this man who was dressed so well.
You know, I've grown up with Kirk and I guess if I think back, I've seen the transformation that he went through fashion-wise. And, you know, we both kind of started here, and then somewhere in our journey, he looked back behind his shoulder and said, "Peace," and he took off. And I was left there with, you know, with my jeans and my t-shirt.
It was like he looked at me with compassion and reached his hand out to shake my hand, and I just thought, I need to be with this guy and have him teach me his ways. So I asked him if he would show me what made him so great.
Pride was probably the biggest blockade for me, and I had to get over that. You know, I had to get over myself and just know, you know what, I have $100. Kirk, will you go and spend this $100 and dress me, please? Put the right things on me. I don't know. I don't know. Is this too much?
His name was Kirk Kirkland. And even to say his name causes me to pause for a second because it's a little bit overwhelming, but he helped me. He took me shopping. Now, you have to understand, the stores that Kirk was taking me to, I'd never been to in my life. I didn't even think I was worthy to walk into these stores, but he was taking me to these stores and showing me things and combinations of clothes that I myself would have never picked.
You know, we had a session where we went shopping. Yes, 2 men went shopping. You know, get over it. It happened. And I tell you what, I've never been the same since that first time when we went shopping and he spent my money. You know, he willingly spent it. I mean, he didn't even bat an eye at all.
And we would go to store after store, and this money that I didn't even know I had, he was so willing to spend. It was such a gracious thing for him.
In fact, he needed an extra $50 because he wanted to get the leather-toed shoes.
What was interesting is that as he helped me put my ensembles together, when we got done with the end of the day, I had to take pictures of everything that he was doing because once we had all these clothes in front of me, I didn't even know what to do with all of them. I just thought, this is great clothing that's going to look really great on Kirk, but he kept insisting that I had to wear them. And it overwhelmed me.
Some of us who Kirk has helped, you know, we talk, you know, we get together sometimes and we talk about our journey and we get our pictures out that we've taken of the outfits that he puts together for us because, you know, we forget and we don't know, you know, did that shirt go with this pant? Do these socks, do they go with, you know, which shoe am I going to wear? You know, it's all these questions come in our heads, and we go back to the pictures, you know, oh, remember that shirt, and remember that combo, and it was so cool.
The testimony in all of this is that the next day I went to a session and I walked in and somebody totally complimented me on what I was wearing and said, "I don't know if you have a stylist or not, but whatever you're doing, keep doing it."
I know I can walk even though I don't know what I'm wearing and I don't know how it fits together, that I assume it does, and I'm confident in that, and I just carry on. Kirk has really shined a lot of light on some of the stuff in my life.
Thank you, Kirk.
That's what I would say. I would say thank you.